Well, hello there, Taurus. Welcome to Pirate Readings. I'm Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you about the last week of November. We are going to talk about the 24th through the 30th. I have the pre-programmed deck here for you. We're going to go ahead and look at that in a minute, but I want to talk to you briefly about my private guides messages because they're kind of important, and I'd like to share them directly. So we're talking about how it's really important in this month to remember that we're all one, okay? All of us are human beings. We have two arms, two legs, and a head, and we all have feelings and ideas and thoughts, and we want to focus in on the similarities, the things that where we match. It might be something as simple as, look, we have the same shoes. We have the same taste in shoes. That's good. Or we shop at the same store. That's cool. That makes us, you know, a little simpatico in a certain area, and that's good. The reason we're focusing in on the similarities is because we don't want to worry about those differences, all right? The things that bring us together are the things that should keep us together, right? On the daily, we have lots of opportunities to be a part of and to appreciate other people for who they are and what they bring to the table. We may only be able to appreciate the fact that they shop at the same store and they're my neighbor. Cool. That's good. We live in the same neighborhood. We appreciate the same things in the neighborhood, but we may not have anything else in common, and that's okay. Sorry, my contact is a little dry. But yeah, it's okay that we don't have every single thing in common. We don't have to hang out all the time. That means we need to sort of stay focused on what's inside our hula hoop, what's going on with us, and not worry so much about anyone else, right? And if we can stay focused on the similarities between us instead of the things that aren't similar, we will definitely come closer to being the peace in the world that we need to be, all right? So this month is all about being the peace and appreciating our people and feeling who they are, understanding their feelings. We don't have to appreciate their point of view, but we can definitely appreciate their feelings and remember when we felt like that. And when we do, we will be able to at least relate to that situation, right, and those feelings. So when we relate to each other in a different way, we stay closer to understanding and appreciating people in an empathic kind of way. And it's better, right? We'll be more for each other than we would be more against each other, which is the goal, right? We're being peace. Okay? Excellent. Let's go ahead and get into the cards. All right. So we're using that Guardian of the Night deck, and we have a lot of cards to put out. Ta-dun, ta-dun, ta-dun. But yes, those messages are big and important, and I'm impressed by what they are and how clearly they came through for me. My spirit guides are quite clear about that stuff, and I found it calming to hear that story. Remembering I've heard these things before. These have come through my teachings before, and whether or not I use them on the daily is a whole nother deal. So using them on the daily for the month is going to be fun and interesting, right? So this second round of cards is going to be what's blocking us on occasion, and maybe not sometimes, because sometimes it's not really what's blocking us. And the third round will be our solutions. So we'll get into this. You know, last month or last week seemed pretty tough for some of you, and I'm sorry about some of what went down for some of you. Some of you were breaking up and moving on to different situations. Sorry. But I know that there's better on the other side, and there's a reason why two people weren't a match, you know? They just weren't a match. And if for a while they were a match, I get it. Sometimes you are a match for a while, and then you stop matching. And that's okay. It happens. And you'll move on to the next thing, and it'll be okay. Allow yourself some time to heal before you get busy with all that other stuff. But, you know that this is not the end. This is not the end, all right? It's a moment in time, and you're going to get through it. All right? Cool. For my singles, hey, right? Let's talk about what's going on right now. All right? Let's talk about you, Taurus. What's going on with you personally? What's going on with yourself? Queen of Cups. We are coming at life this week with our emotions in check. We are coming from our heart space. We're allowing ourselves to feel the feelings, and it's interesting, okay? So feel those feelings, appreciate what those feelings are, but don't let them rule your world. Just sort of acknowledge them sometimes. If you decide that you want to do some journaling and like get some feelings out for you on paper, that might be helpful too. I don't want them to over-dominate your situation because you got a lot going on. The Strength card has shown up that showing me that you're remembering those old tapes. Those old tapes are coming back telling you, oh, you know, you should do this or you should do that, or you'll never be this or you'll never be that. And I want you to know that that's not the case, all right? You are exactly who you're supposed to be. And you can do anything you want. And if anyone ever told you you couldn't, they were bad people, all right? So yeah, you're definitely going to be letting go of these old tapes. These old tapes are stopping you from growing and feeling who you want to be, and you can be an emotional person and not be a mess. So huzzah, good for you, all right? There's also justice here, showing me that in your mind and in your heart, things are coming out more fair, and you're very happy about that because things are finally coming into some sort of balance. Maybe it's just the fact that for some of you, you no longer have something weighing you down that said, hey, you're supposed to be doing this or you're supposed to be doing that. And now you don't have that there anymore. And you're like, okay, cool. I can just do what I'm doing and I can be focused on what I need to be focused on, and I'm okay with it. You're on your own schedule now. Yay! Some of you, not so much, but you're going to find some balance, okay? For some of you, you're really just working towards finding some balance. And that's wonderful news. I love that. All right? Good for you. Let's talk about your money, huh? So your money is looking like the Four of Wands. Hey, there's a marriage of ideas coming up for ways and means to think about making more money. Nice. You guys are coming to play, coming to think about how you're going to handle things, and you're coming up. You and somebody else are thinking together, and it's coming together nicely. All right? So we like that. That's good stuff. Ooh. Who's going to be in control? The Four of Swords is here, showing that wanting to be in control may block you from getting through this situation. So you may have to not be in control, but like having a mind meld with somebody is fun, right? We get a foundation of ideas, but the foundation of power isn't really happening. So who's going to be in charge? Right? You have to get that thing in writing no matter what you do, okay? Oh, ha! Who's going to be? We have the Four of Wands, we have the Four of Swords, and we have the Emperor. The Emperor speaks about complete foundations and solid foundations. So whatever you're working out, you're going to end up with good paperwork that shows you're both involved and you both have a square foundation in this, okay? Super cool. Love this for you. It's going to be great. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about what's going on in the communication department, all right? So yeah, strong foundations over here. Love that very much. Ooh, the King of Cups. So there's the emotionally based male. This could be your potential ex-person for some of you. If you're doing that separating thing, this could be that person. Or it could just be somebody else who speaks more from their feelings than anything else right now. Be on the lookout for them and figure out who they are in your life and what they have to say. What are you communicating to them about? All right. We have the Four of Cups. The foundation of your heart is blocked or broken in this situation. So I'm going to say this is definitely the ex-person or the soon-to-be ex-person. Sorry, but they're definitely showing up and they're messing around with the foundation of your heart. They're going, I think it's going to be something to the effect of, Uh, you know, they're going to just mess around with your tapes. That's what they're going to do because they know you well enough. They're going to mess around with your tapes. They're going to block you with their tapes about you, and it's a bunch of pooey. So I want you to know that your solution to this situation is to share your ideas openly with this person. Hopefully, it'll be something to the effect of, hey, I'm really sorry you feel that way. I hope that you feel better, and I hope that you live a happy life on your own. Bye. Sorry we're not a match. You know, it's a very grown-up answer, but somebody has to be the grown-up. And if they're going to be the 6-year-old, you need to be the grown-up. I'm sorry. That's never as easy as it sounds, but it's important that somebody stand up. You'll end up feeling all the feelings anyway. So, sorry. That's always a bummer. We'll move on now to the family department. All right, the family department is showing that we have the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is always about how you can trust your intuition with your family. Your family is going to be able to support you, I think, in ways emotionally that you weren't expecting. And it's going to be nice to see that they'll stand up for you. They'll hang out with you, right? So you can trust your gut with some of them. Not all of them. Not all of them are going to have your best interest at heart when they see you in your hurting state, okay? The Queen of Pentacles. This is the Queen of Pentacles. This is money-minded, feminine energy person who might show up going, ha ha ha, they're feeling terrible. It's time to go ask for money. So be careful about what's going on with that. Make sure that you have your boundaries up in this area because this person is going to be trying to manipulate you, I think, while you're unhappy. So normally I'd say don't get hung up, right? Don't get hung up on the little shit. Do what you can. But in this case, I want you to sort of pay attention to what's going on and what are you hung up on? What is it? And is it valid? It might be something valid that you're hung up on at this time, okay? So I want you to realize that when it's a solution to have the hangman around, you might have a valid point in what you're getting hung up on with your family, all right? So now then, let's talk about your love department, meaning the thing that you're passionate about, the things that fill your heart with joy. What's going on there? We have the Hermit. Oh dear. This makes a lot of sense when you're feeling crappy, to want to be left alone. So some of my Taurus are having like one of those, I really would rather be at home on the couch. My passion is video games today, or my passion is streaming, and that's okay. It's okay for you to do what you need to do to take care of you, all right? Keeping some structure in your situation might mean, you know, you can stream all day if you want, but you might want to do that morning workout you always do, and then get back to it, okay? So you're going to make sure you're eating those 3 square meals, and or whatever it is you eat normally, you know, keep the structure, the base structure, and then you can soak up all the nothingness, nothing to do but sit on the couchness that you want, and you'll be all right, okay? I feel like you need this time out. I feel like you need this time out to really appreciate yourself and take care of you, because the solution is going to be more work, okay? More work is coming your way. So you definitely deserve all of this relaxing time before the work comes, okay? So you take your time out, you take your structured time out to do what you need to do, and then you can be ready to move on forward with the work stuffs, okay? You're gonna bury yourself in work to get through this nonsense. I know you, I get you, I understand this. It's great. You're gonna be fine. It sucks. The feelings suck. 3 of Swords. New information coming to you that will be empowering for you about work, okay? And at the work level, this empowering information needs to be kept to yourself. Otherwise, somebody else will use it against you, okay? So, or instead of you. Keep it to yourself. New responsibilities are coming your way. We've been talking about that. That was something that came up, I think, the first week. There's new responsibilities coming your way. Be aware of it. Be understood. Be able to handle that concept. You were signing potential contracts last week, I think. And the foundation of your finances is going to get stronger as a result. So I feel like you may be getting another opportunity to do more of what you already do somewhere else, doing something else at the same time as doing everything you are doing. All right, so that's interesting. And now then, let's talk about what's going on with your health. In your health department, the Three of Swords is new information about what's going on. I'm definitely going to say it has something to do with your heart. This could be new empowering information about the ex. Haha, this could be mental health, right? So your mental health is getting new empowering information about what happened with the ex or the other person that you're leaving behind. It will put you in a place of having possible more responsibility that you don't want because it's blocking you. It's like, oh man, now I have to take care of the dog while they go through rehab or whatever. And you're like, oh man. So you can see how that works. You're like, oh, empowering information, but it's going to give me more responsibility I didn't want. Okay. But it looks like, obviously it's not going to be the dog because whatever you are taking care of, you're going to get paid to take care of it. Okay. So it's okay. You're going to do somebody a solid, even for your bonehead ex person, which is why this information comes up. So yeah, there's going to be some communication. You need to help that person out, even though you want to be as far away as you can. The time for the awayness will come, but it's just not yet. Okay? This card here, these cards here are going to be talking about relationships and marriages and whatnot. Eight of Swords, feeling stuck in your power. Like, I want to get out, I want to move forward, but the goddamn thing is dragging me back. Ah! Okay, so yes, I get it. It's okay. You can be pissed off and irritated and frustrated, but you're going to do the right thing in the end anyway. So breathe. Feeling stuck is fine. Now we're talking about where what's blocking you? Delegating. You can't delegate this shit. You want to make somebody else do it, but you can't. You can't let somebody else do this project. You just have to do it for yourself. It's also something you got to keep under your hat because it's like, I don't know, probably something to do with taxes or something. And yes, you will be fighting for your worth and value in the situation, so you may have to fight to get paid, right? We talked about the answer being you getting paid. You might have to fight for it. So that'll be interesting. Hang in there. It's going to be all right. Breathe. Now, what are we releasing? The sun. The newness has worn off. It's over. The sun is here to say, I'm letting go of the newness that was exciting and fun about this relationship. It's no longer fun. It's no longer new. It's no longer exciting. I got to get out of this thing. It's driving me crazy. Standing up for your ideas is going to block you. This isn't going to get any better just because you're fighting about it, okay? So it's just going to be one of those things. You're just like, okay, fine, I'll just do it. Attrition, just, ugh. Okay, fine. There will be information about ways to empower yourself in the situation so you can become more empowered in the process, all right? We talked about that, but it was still stuff you didn't want. You were trying to get rid of the power. You're like, I don't want to do the power. Leave me alone. And they're like, nope, too bad, so sad, you got to do it. All right, whatever. So there you go. What's going on in the movement department? Two of Cups. Two of Cups showing a partnership. This could be a new like mind, a roommate. It could be somebody else who is, it could be a new relationship for some of my singles. This is you moving in with somebody new. All right. So that's cool. Congratulations. Fabulous. Maybe you're getting a roommate. Maybe you're moving in together with your person. Huzzah. Moving forward in a relationship is what's happening here, or a partnership at work. So cool. Moving forward is good. All right. Three of Pentacles. News of more people making more money, or ways to make more money, or having your name thrown around in other circles to make more money will be blocking you in this movement forward in the relationship. So if you keep getting your name bantered around for other jobs or other possibilities, it's going to piss off your coworker who's like, damn, why isn't my name jumping around out there? And that's just kind of what's going on. Is you're like, hey, what's going on with that? And now we have the Chariot. Boom. In the travel and movement department, right? So, well, total movement is happening. You could be moving your house, you could be moving your job, you could be jumping from situation to situation, right? But definite movement forward in a relationship of some sort. So I feel like because this is blocking you, you may not actually mention it to your friend here, or your partner, your coworker, that your name is being thrown around again. You're like, okay, I'm just going to keep that under my hat. That's okay. Remember, we talked about keeping information under your hat? You might be keeping it under your hat, and that's okay. That's a smart choice. But you're moving forward. Nice. So let's talk now about the ambition department. Where does your cup of coffee come from in the morning? Haha. 9 of Cups. Wishes being fulfilled. Damn it. All your things are coming together work-wise. It's so beautiful. I love this for you. You're getting everything you need. King of Pentacles is making sure that everything is going swell, because he definitely wants a bargain, but he's got you under his thumb, and he's like, I'm gonna get my bargain, and you're like, yeah, I'm getting what I want, but so will you, okay? So now the 9 of Swords is here, showing that yes, you are going to be put in charge of something new, and it will be something you didn't want to be in charge of, but you've learned your lessons about being in charge of this stuff, and you're doing much better with it. So huzzah. You're going to be able to definitely be in charge of that situation and take care of it perfectly. Nice. Now we have this area here, the friends department, right? Haha, the World. We are finishing up one situation and starting another. All right. So we talked about new friends last week because you moved or something, and you have new neighbors, and now we're really beginning new relationships. And we're completing old relationships. Maybe the old relationships got to stay with the ex, and the new ones are yours. So now you're in a situation where you're beginning, and fertility is all over the place because that's what's all about bees, right? This is definitely a bee. A bee. So we're definitely talking about fertility in the air. There's things happening that are quite lovely and magical, and it's good. Fighting for your ideas may block you in this department, so you want to just sort of chill out with your new friends. Don't just take them as they come. Don't try and squash them into a box right away. Let them be themselves and get to know who they are as they are, right? And now we have the Page of Cups. New information about love or relationships. So either you're learning about other people and who they're being with and what they're doing, and like going, okay, cool, wait a minute, now I got to figure out who the players are and who's with whom and what's happening over there. Maybe this is a very frisky freaking apartment building where everybody's with somebody and they've been bouncing around amongst each other, and that's interesting. So maybe you're just going to have to sort of take a deep breath and learn who's who and what's what, right? Interesting. Should be interesting for you. Now, this is the unknown department where we talk about cards that represent lots of things going around all the way around, right? So, let us see. We have the 8 of Cups, letting things go, letting people go that don't serve us anymore. All right, so we would say that I think when we were talking here about communication, we were starting to have to let go of being hung up on certain things. We were definitely letting go of being around people when we were talking about the things that we care about right now. The love, our passions at this time are simply, I need a break. And we are letting go of the fact that we can totally let go of our relationship at all. That guy is not letting us go right away. We have other things we have to take care of first before we can truly let go, all right? But we are definitely moving forward here, so that's interesting. And so you will be doing something big here, all right? Excellent. Good for you. I love to see this for you, Taurus. You're doing a great job. Now then, the 9 of Wands, showing that you're going to stand up for who you are and stay who you are and stay true to who you are, no matter what. And that's good for you in relationships, in communication, around family for sure, with your new friends, and they better get to know you as you are instead of as someone you put on a mask for. You don't want to be wearing no masks. That's not going to work. But yeah, it's definitely going to be stand up for who you are and what you want, all right? Especially over here, when you want a timeout, you're going to need to fight for it. And I think you can and you will. All right? So that's good news. All right? Cool. And finally, the final card is the Lover's card. It's showing me that there is hope. There is something going on for you where you definitely, I mean, the Lover's card, we had the Two of Cups in the movement department, so something is happening there. Something is happening here in the friends. The friends is turning into a part of the movement department and the travel department, so that's kind of fun. I really like it because in the relationship department, we're still futzing around with some BS over here with the old guy or girl, and that's okay. But it's going to be what it's supposed to be. But this is pure hope. This is the Lover's card saying there's more coming. There's more coming. You're not dead yet. This is not the end. See? This is not the end. Page of Cups and the Chariot with the Lovers and Two of Cups. Oh yeah, this is not the end for you. There's more to be gained and gleaned and enjoyed. So I love this for you, Taurus. This is a wonderful change. It's been quite a week, don't you think? And I'm glad to see this is happening and that you're in a good position at this point. So, nice. The end of the month of November, things start to settle out. You're feeling a little more at home, and that's good news. All right? So, appreciate that. Appreciate the foundations you're building, the new friends, the new groups, the new possibilities. And, yeah, we're going to talk next week about December. Crazy, right? Ooh, this is a fast year. So I appreciate the one and the all of you. If you haven't liked and subscribed, it's completely free, and I really appreciate it. It really helps my tiny baby channel grow. And I can't wait to see you next week, and we'll talk about December. Thanks.